Welcome back. It was founded last fall, the Cooper Family Foundation. If you haven't heard about it, you're going to be hearing a lot more about it this year. Joining us today to talk about it, we have the president and CEO of the foundation, Nellie Dever, former city councillor and not a stranger to the community at all. And then, of course, Todd Cooper, president of Cooper Companies. Welcome to Midday, both of you.
Thank you.
Yes. I remember covering it for news when this became an official foundation last fall. We heard about this. But Nellie, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about the Cooper Family Foundation.
So the Cooper Family Foundation was founded by Todd and I last May. So we've been working on it for almost a year. Mm-hmm. And the intent of it is to allow for collaboration and partnerships throughout the community. We've set up the model a little bit differently than most foundations. Most foundations typically give grants. And we're in a very unique position, basically, with having Cooper Companies, which also operates construction companies. Mm-hmm. What we're able to do is set up MOUs. So we've set up a memorandum of understanding with the hospice, for example, where rather than just giving them funds, we're able to set up a three-way partnership between Cooper Companies, the hospice, and the Cooper Family Foundation, where we actually are building the building for them.
Wow.
And so it's a bit of a unique circumstance for us, and we're able to give back a little bit more that way.
So where did this brainchild come from, Todd?
It was something that the family's been wanting to do for a number of years. But with talking with Nellie over the last couple of years, I was able to sort of finally take that step and come out and do it. So a lot of collaboration between Nellie and myself to make that step.
Good for you. Yeah. And now coming forward, what I know about it is that I've heard about hospice as being one of the projects you're taking on. How do you decide what projects you're taking on, and is hospice the one that you're zoning in on right now? Will it be one at a time? Are there going to be things that are happening in tandem? How does that work?
So when you look at our overall webpage, the intent, our mission as the foundation is to get involved with projects that are no less than $100,000. And that's because we don't want to step on the toes of any organizations that are already set up. The Rotary Clubs do a fantastic job in Kamloops. The True Foundation, the Hospital Foundation. So what we wanted to do was either we'd be offering $100,000 or more to an organization or individual who needed it, or ideally getting involved in projects, again, because we have the ability to do that right now. Mm-hmm. And as you know, usually if something is being developed, there's always profit to be made. Whereas right now, there is no profit to be made because it's really money that's going into the Cooper Family Foundation through partners and through the family, who's then being funneled back to the developer, which is still the Cooper family, to build these projects. So the hospice was a really easy first pick, and that's something that Todd and his wife Monica had come forward with and said, you know, my father and my grandfather have both lived, played, and passed away in Kamloops, and they were both blessed to have the Kamloops Hospice Association take care of them in their final days. Mm-hmm. And somehow we'd like to be able to do something with the hospice. We're not too sure what, but can you have the conversation with them and see where it leads?
And so ultimately, sadly, we only have about 45 seconds, but ultimately, what is the goal with hospice?
The goal with hospice is to provide them with the expansion that they need to be able to expand their offerings to the community.
Which is fantastic because it is such a well-used facility. I don't know many people who haven't had a positive experience with their dealings with hospice in Sahali. It's been an amazing place, but like you said, it's full a lot of the time.
It is, and the one thing that the executive director, Wendy Marlowe, pointed out was more and more families are looking at palliative care at home. Mm-hmm. And so it's not about, and I want to make this clear, it's not about more beds at the hospice. Mm-hmm. It's actually about extending their services.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's good to know that. I didn't realize that. Yeah. We're already out of time. I feel like we could talk for another 5 minutes at least. The good news is we're going to be having more information about the Cooper Family Foundation. We're going to have them on by the month, each month throughout the 2018 year. So we'll certainly visit with them again, but you can also go online to learn more about this foundation. It's cooperfamilyfoundation.com. They're also on Facebook under the same name, Cooper Family Foundation. We'll see you guys again in March. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you very much, Susan.
You're very welcome. Quick break. We'll be right back.